for it. It's in front. Quick shot. Rebound and a score as Carpenter fires it home with 2:33 left on a rebound shot, and the Bruins take the lead.
That is a big...
When Bobby Carpenter slipped Ray Bork's rebound under LA's Kelly Rudy on Tuesday night, he gave Boston their margin of victory in a 3-2 win over Wayne Gretzky and the Kings. It was the Boston defense, though, that took center stage, holding the NHL's all-time scoring leader without a point for the first time since he came to the City of Angels a year ago.
Snakes out the glove. Pass, what he did is he just kind of shanked it a little bit. And Nelly did not get good wood on an Andy Moak's throw. That's just a... You don't give the Oilers the time.
And Gretzky's old stomping grounds is where the Bruins are tonight. Northland's Coliseum, home of the Edmonton Oilers, where the two teams face off for the second time in 8 days. The clubs tied in that first meeting 3-3, and Mike Milbury's club will look to improve on their effort of several nights ago in hopes of securing their second road victory in this young season. Up next, the Bruins and the Oilers from Edmonton on NESN.
About motion, right?
It's getting to be something of a habit. Edmonton on a Friday night. The Bruins do it again up there for the second Friday in succession. Hello again, everybody. I'm Tom Larson. And the Bruins roll along on their early western swing with another stop in Edmonton tonight with rumors of a possible trade. Most of the league has designs on disgruntled sniper Jimmy Carson. Harry Sinden has made an offer, and Glenn Sather, the Oilers general manager, gets a chance to check out the available goods as he peruses the Bruins tonight. Fred Cusick and Derek Sanderson with a call of this one coming up next on NESN.
Referee for tonight's hockey game going to be Don Koharski. His linesmen and his assistants out there will be Ron Asseltine, Ray Scapinello. Andy Moog is going to get the assignment tonight in goal, and his goaltending has been superb so far this year. Got all the tools, ex-Edmonton Oiler in goal. The ex-Bruin, Bill Ranford. Billy's been hot and cold. He can be gotten to. Grand Fuhr, of course, is not healthy yet. Fred?
Set to go at center ice. Bobby Gould, and Lyndon Byers returns to action. He joined the team after being injured in a preseason game in Providence. Looked like a really serious injury then, but he's back and he's at right wing starting now. Wesley is on defense with Weimer, and Wesley winding up behind the Boston net. Off for Lyndon Byers. He's hit by Lamb, trying to chop it out of the zone. Lamb, persistent, keeps it in. Now taken over again by Wesley with Buckberger after him. He clears it out. Craig Muni didn't play a week ago. He was injured. Gets it to Jelena, the spectacular-looking rookie who was acquired in that Gretzky trade from Los Angeles. And Jelena wheels it in. And Jim Weimer winding up for Boston. Weimer, we know the versatile factor, playing right defense now. Gets the long shot away off the blocker of Ranford. Mooney fighting for it. Gould also. Gould comes out with it. Gould gives it off for Carter coming off the bench, and Carter overskated it. Would have had a 30-footer all alone from Bobby Gould. Kevin Lowe for the Edmonton Oilers starting back, just underway at the Northland Coliseum. Lead for Esa Tikkanen. Checked by Bourque behind the net. Broken up on the play. Wheeled around the boards, and Nevin Marquardt works it out to center ice, but loses it there. Bounces back for Ray Bourque in the Boston zone. Bourque trying to wheel it away. And it's knocked out of the zone. Going back for it, Don Sweeney called up from the Maine Mariners. And playing left defense with Ray Bourque. Compensate for Stephen Kental.
Don Sweeney, an excellent skater, good puck handler.
And Janney breaks up the play at the Boston blue line, then loses to McTavish, to Anderson, who snaps it off, and a beautiful glove save by Andy Moog on Glenn Anderson.
Keys to this hockey game, Fred, I think you got to understand it's going to be defense, defense, defense. There's nothing that you can't be overlooked. Shut down Edmonton's offense. They got to contain Edmonton's power play, and you're going to need a great game out of Andy Moog. The Oilers are offensively sound now, and they want to be they'll be skating tonight. Close checking, Paul.
Only missing Jimmy Carson, and they're going to miss him permanently, as he quit the team a week ago after the Bruins game, and he's at Redondo Beach, California, doesn't talk to anybody, and wants to be traded. And a great hockey player. As the Bruins, Peter Doris works it out now for Alan Peterson, leading the rush with Burridge, and the play is stopped, bounces back to center ice, and Hogwood covers. Hogwood now to Sweeney, winding up. Bob Sweeney. Now to Duras on the right wing side. Duras wraps it in. The line is Bob Sweeney, Randy Burridge, and Peter Duras. And deep forechecking by Boston. Anderson works it up to Craig McTavish. The ex-Bruin is hit by Bob Sweeney. A battle for it on the boards. And out of it comes Steve Smith. He's a big addition to that defense. Gets a good pass away to Anderson. Drops it off the mat. McTavish fed back in by Craig Simpson. Behind the net, Anderson trying to poke it in front. Anderson is broken up on the play. The puck is swept down the ice by Hogwood. It will be icing against Boston. And a face-off in the Boston zone.
Well, I don't think any hockey club is going to come out of here jumping out of 4 days in Los Angeles. Day off, short practice because there is some commercial being shot at the Forum in L.A. Edmonton Oilers are hitting, Fred. They're taking the body at every occasion tonight so far. We have Gordy Clark behind the bench. Craig Janney, a little mistake in the blue line, got caught up in traffic, tried to tuck it through the feet of McTavish. McTavish never paid attention to the puck, played the body, then went after the puck, made a nice play, shot by Anderson, first shot on goal.
Here's a line you have to keep track of. Messier, Tikkanen, and Curry. Talk about offense. It is all there for John Muckler, the coach of the Edmonton Oilers. And they're pressing in the Boston zone, but it's away to Neely. Neely gets it off now, and breaking up the right side, Janney. Janney gets it back on the left wing side. Weimer was moving in on that one. Shot taken off the boards by Carpenter, hit the side of the net. And Messier waiting for it, starts it back to Tikkanen with speed. Back from Messier on the go, watched by Wesley in deep. Held off by Wesley, drops it away to Tikkanen. Tikkanen can't get the shot away. Back checking Janney, breaks it up. Trying to move it out. Stopped by Jeff Smith, a rookie defenseman. In for Messier. Deflects right near Moog. Pogue had to be alert right at the corner on that one. Messier gets it again. Try to pass it in front. It's flipped back to Jeff Smith on the fence. His pass intercepted by Weimer smartly, but he fails to clear it. Tikkanen with Messier moving in. Checked by Wesley, deflected into the stands. Oilers nothing, Bruins nothing. We're at the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton.
Now is the time to participate.
And the faceoff is directly in front of Moog. Out more than halfway towards the blue line. And Lyndon Byers gets it back to Bourque. Bourque around the boards. It's stopped by Lowe. Lowe right in front. Lamb missed it. He was alone. 15 feet. Couldn't handle a quick pass. And the Bruins break it back. Bob Joyce over the line. Forced deep by Kevin Lowe. Fights for it behind the net. Going for it. Jelena. Up for Lamb. Back for Jelena. Picking up Buckberger. Jelena's pass broken up with a poke check by Ray Bourque. Back for Byers. Byers waiting to move it out. With Don Sweeney, he does. Fires it across. Almost connected with Joyce for a break-in. Couldn't do it. Ranford wheels it around the boards. And at the left point, it was kept in. Now brought back over by Don Sweeney. He was a little indecisive, and the faceoff is called outside the Boston line. 15:49 left here. Period number one. Each team with one shot.
Well, what you have a situation Don Sweeney was in. You're on that blue line, two defensemen. That's like a wall. You can't go back outside. Don didn't have any room. Tried to stick handle it quickly, but he was within range of being poke checked. Had he been checked that way, the Oilers would have been gone. Sweeney elected to take it away from the opponent's stick outside the blue line. Then he had to turn it around. Return to Lyndon Byers.
And the Boston line is Jarmo Kekalainen at center. Nevin Marquardt on the way with John Carter. They lose it. And away comes McTavish to Anderson. Breaking on Peterson. Cuts through him. Back to cover it. Chopping it up is Hoggood. Back to cover Carter. Can't move with it. Alan Peterson gets it now to Carter. Carter able to clear it up to the Edmonton line. Racing for it. Marquardt can't get it. It's at center ice. Hoggood starts it back with Alan Peterson. No score in the game. Opening minutes at Edmonton. Carter up the left wing side. Trying to create the speed. He's checked by Craig Simpson. Behind the net. It is taken by Steve Smith. Hit by Marquardt. Broken up. Marquardt has it. Trying to put it in front. It hit a skate. Excellent forechecking by Marquardt. He hustles back now as Anderson breaks with McTavish. Holding. Forced back. And beautiful defensive play by Alan Peterson. Took care of Anderson and broke him up all the way. But it's up to McTavish now. Floating behind the defense. He clears it in. Edmonton wants a line change. And Hoggood starts it back with Duras. Duras' pass goes to Carter. The line's not set yet. Carter weaves it up in the center ice, and he breaks with Duras. Now clears it in as Mike Milbury wants a line change. 14:33 left. First period, no score. And back in the center ice, a lead over the line. It is McClellan bearing in, puts it in front, it deflects wide. McClellan able to get it. McClellan back for Muty. His deflected shot with Moog down goes over the net. On the corner, fought for it. Heavy hitting by Erickson, a big forward. And no stick for Andy Moog. Stick lost, a whistle here. And let's see what Kaharski is calling the penalty. The score, the Bruins nothing, the Oilers nothing. We'll return to the Northlands Coliseum in a moment.
Here's Bob Sweeney. He's going to get 2 minutes for holding. Right there, he's in the corner. He's turning around. I don't see a hold yet. Stick caught under his arm. Erickson fell down.
It is the first power play of the game. It goes to Edmonton, and the Bruins are able to clear it as Carpenter wins the faceoff and moves it out. Here's Carpenter, forechecking all the way on Bukabaum. Bukabaum starts from his end with Steve Smith. Two defensemen are on the power play. Up to Messier, slowed down by the Bruins checking. Gets it away to Bukabaum. Bukabaum over the line. Drops it back to Curry. Curry to Messier. Messier back in the corner to Tikkanen. He missed it. And a trip on Wesley and a penalty on Tikkanen. Wesley was tripped. Delayed call. And the Bruins work it back. Carpenter moving. Delayed call on Tikkanen for tripping Wesley. A lead on the right for Carter. Carter moving in the corner. Is hit there. They fight for it, and finally it's tied up by Bukabaum. And that power play for Edmonton. Quick quickly nullified. 1:18 left on Bob Sweeney's penalty, and out goes Tikkanen for tripping Wesley.
Well, both those were accidental, and you got a situation where Koharski's sending a message. Everybody, be careful. Knocking people down out there. Wesley's turning in the corner, right here for the puck. Accidentally, his stick got caught. There's Tikkanen on. No, I didn't mean to do it. Throws his eyeballs, but nullified that penalty. Excellent work by Bobby Carpenter to stay with that puck to get that face-off at the other end of the building.
This broadcast authorized by the Boston Bruins Hockey Club solely for the entertainment of our viewing audience. Any broadcast, rebroadcast, or the use of the accounts and descriptions of this game without the express written consent of the Boston Bruins or TV is prohibited. Each team a man short, and Gould on the face-off with McTavish to the left of Bill Ranford. Hoggett is on with Peterson. Burridge, the other forward. And the draw to Jeff Smith. He's out of junior hockey. They say he plays like a 30-year-old defenseman. Jeff Smith is on there now, leading the rush. Up for McTavish. McTavish with Anderson. Anderson on the left wing side in deep. Trying to get away from Hoggood. Checked along the board. Slides it back for Jeff Smith. Smith check. Puck bounces in front. Burridge covered his man well. But now Hoggood is broken up by Anderson. And the puck cleared out to center ice as the Oilers take over. 12:55 left in the first period, no score. Jeff Smith wraps it in. Each team short a man. And it bounces for Burridge. Burridge starting away. Back checking McTavish. It's off to Gould. Gould with Hoggood. Gould going deep. Forced wide by Huddy. It almost set up Hoggood, breaking for the net. And the Oilers come back. Burridge trying to cover his man. Here's Anderson coming. Anderson gives it to McTavish. And Burridge tripped McTavish. No call. The fans resent that. Lack of a call. Break for Boston as Wesley works it in for a shot. Kicked wide by Ranford on a 40-footer. Huddy and Burridge fight for it in the corner. And a break for Boston there. Burridge clearly tripped McTavish.
Oh, did he ever?
As much as Tikkanen tripped Wesley. And away comes Messier. Messier with Lowe, the defenseman. Messier with that great speed. A shot, a save. Short side save by Andy Moog. Good rush as Messier put that on the forehand. Bruins started back. In the center ice comes Janney. Wesley. Wesley fires in wide. Bruins are on a power play now for 30 seconds. Puck deflected into the stands off Carpenter's stick. The faceoff will be in the Edmonton zone. 11:53 left in the first period. No score. 26 seconds left on Tikkanen's penalty.
Around the booze there, behind the bed, John Muckler, Oilers coach, along with Teddy Green, old Boston Bruin fans will remember him. Don Koharski got a little round of booze there. He missed that penalty. Burridge was beat. McTavish was going for the 2-on-1. Anderson saw him, was going to give it to him. Burridge stripped him. Koharski never saw it.
Carpenter on the draw. Neely is out there with Janney. Power play Boston. Wesley able to keep it in. Fires it up the boards. Muni breaks up the play, and Curry able to skate it out. Curry kills some time. Down to 12 seconds. And Craig Muni clears it in. 8 seconds left on the power play. Ork to Carpenter. Carpenter trying to set it up, and Janney collects it over the line. Janney holds, gives it to Bork. Bork wheeling, still wheeling. Back, fires it in, and a screen. It was blocked in front. Never reached the goaltender. Full strength Edmonton. Bruins battling to keep it in. Peterson knocks it in the corner. Janney going for it. Janney is pinned there in a battle with Muni. The Oilers take over, breaking out Tikkanen. Tikkanen off to Curry. Back for Tikkanen as he breaks for the opening to Curry. Curry looking for Lamb in front. Can't get it to him. Lamb behind the net. Fights for it. Tikkanen, Bork there. A heavy jammer. No score in the game. Tikkanen moved it in front. Bruins get control, and Neely starts it away. A good pass to Carter. Carter, a lead for Janney. Back for Carter. The shot, the save, Ranford. A great chance for Carter from Janney. And the applause for Bill Ranford with the stop on Carter. Back comes Alan Peterson to clear it out of the Boston zone. 10:32 left in a fast-moving first period. No score. Jelena can't move. Steve Smith does. Weaves it over the line. Fires one. Deflected wide of Andy Moog. Carter able to clear it out. And a lead and a break for Boston. All alone. Tikkanen in. He puts it in. Tikkanen all the way. Scores. Jarmo Tikkanen fires at home on a breakaway on the left wing side. And the Bruins lead 1-0.
What a great pair of legs on Jarmo Kekalainen. This puck gets loose right there. Pure Speed beats his man. Now he's going to the net, going to get hooked. He got a kind of a weak shot away, and then he reached and backhanded it in the air, picked it out of the air. A pure goal scorer's move, what we've been looking for. Right there's the hook. There goes the shot. It's in the air. Kekalainen backhands it. He's over everybody. Steve Smith, not used to it at that point, got beat. Not in shape, possibly. But Jarmo Kekalainen just turned the Jets on and blew by him. Big goal to get.
Kekalainen, the rookie out of Clarkson College, makes it 1-0 Boston with 10:14 left. Steve Smith couldn't catch up with him. And he moved in and put in his own rebound out of the air on that backhand flip. Duras forechecking on the play. Jeff Smith intercepted. And Duras keeps it in the corner. Trying to wheel it, fires it right on. A save by Ranford. The puck loose in front. Knocked back to the right point. Jim Weimer there. Weimer clears in around the boards. It is up to Anderson. Anderson moving it out. Duras knows where that net is. He can score some goals from the off-wing side. He fired one right on Ranford. 1-0 Boston. Jarmo Kekalainen with the score. Oilers trying to get started, and Simpson taps it in the Boston zone. Back for it, Glenn Wesley. 2 forecheckers on him. Up the boards. Duras trying to move it out. Checked along the boards. It is cleared away by Bob Sweeney. Will be icing on the play. Kekalainen from Carter. 9:46. Bruins 1, Oilers nothing. Back in a moment. Bruins press again. Gould avoids a check by Muni. Wheels it right back to the point to Don Sweeney, whose quick wrist shot went wide. And a breakout to center ice, but Bork able to cover it ahead of McClellan. It's fired away. Knocked back to Ray Bork. Bork gets it up now for Gould. Gould away to Joyce. Joyce to Byers. Checked. Bruins. Don Sweeney trying to get it, and Muni pops it over the Boston line. Knocked away from Erickson by Bork. And a heavy hit. Joyce colliding on the right wing side with Sims. Puck fed back in the Boston zone. 1-0 the Bruins. Jarmo Kekalainen from John Carter to score on a breakout. Byers coming back. Can't get it. And it is McClellan now trying to set a play on the right wing for Curry. Moog out of the net. Joyce trying to clear it out. And they have problems with it. And getting the shot away was Tikkanen. Bork with it. Shots of 5 Bruins, 2 for the Oilers. Kept in by Messier. Messier back in front. And the pass is missed by Tikkanen, who was cutting right in front. All down on the play, and with it, Messier. Messier walks in front, goes wide, forced wide, never got the shot off as he moved in front. It is back to Bukovan. A shot is saved by Andy Moog. Heavy action in front as Tikkanen was knocked down on an Alan Peterson check, and away comes Janney. Janney over the line. Janney pass in, blocked, knocked away center ice, taken by Carpenter, has to hold it out and start the play again. Fast-moving, fast-skating game, 1-0 Boston. A lead for Janney, 2-on-1 with Carpenter, going in for Carpenter. Quick shot, never got good wood on it. Carpenter, well set up by Janney on a 2-on-1 break. Ranford able to stop it. 1-0 Bruins here.
Bob Carpenter, you're right, Fred. Never got the wood on it he wanted to. Craig Janney, everybody in the building figured that Janney was going to shoot this. But Bobby Carpenter, and he just because he delayed it that extra little bit, just a little bit too slow on the release. Right here, Alan Peterson just forces Messier wide. Then he gets picked up by Bob Joyce and has to, but not release his shot. Just goes wide, holds on to it. There's a snapshot in, a bouncing puck. Big save by Andy Moog. Quick as a cat right here. There's the fake. Now Carpenter waits for the pass, gets it, and then he waits to snap it. Wants to go high, doesn't get it up.
Looked like a one-time shot he should have made instead of stopping and shooting.
Yeah, he would have liked to. If he had it over again, he would have definitely one-timed it. But I think that he telegraphed the pass, and Ranford was down.
Bob Sweeney is out with Peter Duras and Randy Burridge. And Craig Simpson moves it away. 7:15 left in the first period. Jarmo Kekalainen, the only score of the game for the Boston Bruins. In the Boston end, Moog trying to move it out. It is stopped by Simpson. Goes deep. Wesley able to poke it free. Over on the other side, McTavish trying to get a pass in front. Trying to work it free. And he's checked and broken up by Sweeney. Sweeney is out with Duras. And a trailer, Wesley. And 4 men up for Boston. Sweeney able to keep it in. Sweeney eludes Jeff Smith, then is broken up on the pass. And away to center ice, it's Anderson, set up by Huddy, who broke up the Bob Sweeney pass. Fed back in. Winding up is Jim Weimer. Weimer playing right defense. He's been playing left defense for the Bruins up to this point. Kekalainen is out there now. And he's broken up. Back over the line for Mark Lamb. Lamb checked by Kekalainen. Drops it in front. Back check. It is Weimer. Not back checking. He's there in good position to break it up. Clear it out. 1-0 the Bruins. 6:24 left. First period. And away. Hochberger to hit the goal post. What a steaming shot. He's got a goal scorer. And at center ice, Marquardt is upended by Kevin Lowe. Buckberger comes over the line. Buckberger in deep, trying to move it in front. And a penalty on Boston's Weimer here for interference. A power play for Edmonton. The Bruins lead 1-0. Will return in just a moment.
Kelly Buckberger takes it over the blue line, opts for the shot. Andy Moog's screen hits the post, just dinged it. Right here in the corner. Now Weimer takes his man. He figures that Sweeney might be getting beat. There's a nice play.
Bukabaum keeps it in off for Steve Smith. 2 giant defensemen play the points with Messier. Tikkanen now to Messier. Messier operates from the corner. Started to move it in front. He's broken up by Bork. Don Sweeney is out there with Bork. John Carter and Bob Carpenter, the penalty killers. 1-0 the Bruins. 5:48 left in the first period. Messier holding. Still holding. Back to Bukabaum to Smith. Steve Smith. They trade passes. And they get it across for Curry. He missed it. Bork trying to clear it out. Broken up by Curry. Kept in. Centering past Tikkanen. Blocked by Don Sweeney. Fights for it behind the net. Still trying to clear it out. Gets a handle to it finally. Gets it up on the right side for Carter. And it is swept out of there.
Boston second effort by Don Sweeney there.
Boston 6 shots. Edmonton 3. First period. 5:20 left in the first period. Jarmo Kekalainen out of Clarkson College, but he only scored a game for the Bruins on a breakaway. And back comes Curry over the line. Penetrates the shot. The save. The rebound is cleared by Wesley, but unfortunately into the stands.
Andy Moog knocked that down. That was a dipping puck. That puck was on edge when it was shot. Mike Milbury doing a great job behind the bench. Utilizing his players well. Right here's the wrist shot. See how it kind of fluttered? When it doesn't get up at the intended flight, Mo got a little trouble with it. A tiny bit handcuffed. Yari Curry has that ability, though. And just a nice quick wrist shot. Such a great offensive weapon, the wrist shot.
Craig Simpson acquired from Pittsburgh in the coffee trade. It's back to Bukabaum to Kevin Lowe, and he has to go outside the line for it. Chased by Burridge. As the Bruins guard well, short-handed. Wesley forced back now by Simpson. Gets it up the right side for Sweeney. Bob Sweeney, and he clears it in. We have to go to the Bob Sweeney, Don Sweeney routine as Don Sweeney, ex-Harvard player, is called up from Maine with Kentell out. Pass up center ice, deflects off Wesley, goes to the corner. First on it, Peterson. Quick play around the right side. Bob Sweeney has time to make sure he drops it out. 20 seconds left on the power play for the Edmonton Oilers. 4:25 left in the first period. 1-0 the Bruins. Bukabaum starts back. Slowly, though. Now drives it in. That's not the speed that they're used to. But the Bruins were checking well. Now Anderson fights for it in the corner. Deflects around the other side. Ray Bork there. The soft pass up and into center ice. Craig Janney with it, taking his time. Now they're back at full strength. Works it over the line. Well, a shot here by Don Sweeney, who moved for it. Put it right on Ranford for a save. Fought for by Carpenter. And by Janney over on the boards. And by Neely. Neely trying to cut free. And lost control of it. It is stolen by Carpenter. Carpenter near the net. Back for Neely. Quick shot. Missed. Short side. 3:45 left. And Anderson starts it away. Up to Martin Jelena. Jelena is stopped by Don Sweeney. Good stand-up check. And Neely wheels it out on the far side, looking for Carpenter. Carpenter has forced to clear it out of the zone as he had to cut back for it. Now Lamb with it. Lamb drops it in front. Blocked by Sweeney. Sweeney behind the net. Checked by Jelena. And a penalty here. Kahosky is calling one. A high stick.
A high stick or slashing. A little enthusiastic, Buchberger, I believe.
Bruins lead the Oilers 1-0. Back in a moment.
Don Sweeney's got the puck dangerously close with a little bit of a slash. Goes for the pushes it ahead. Tries to get loose. There's the high stick. Up over his shoulder. Now, Don put that stick up there himself.
Buckberger is out.
Last year is Buchberger, no?
Yeah, a lot of controversy on how to pronounce it, but the NHL guide says Buckberger. Let's go with that. And he almost scored a goal. As the Bruins are on the power play, they're second. First one wasn't a full 2-minute job. And Burridge digs it out of the corner. Gets it back to Jim Weimer, who's on. The shot missed the net. Weimer on the power play with Hogwood. Weimer gets it to Burridge. Burridge's shot and a screen blocked in front. Jam Joyce, and it goes wide. Joyce knocked down in front as he drilled that one from in tight. And the puck cleared out of the zone by Jeff Smith. Weimer back for it. Way to Hogwood. Power play Boston. The Bruins lead 1-0. 2:39 left. Hogwood works it free over the line. Is slowed down. Janney trying to keep it in with Hogwood. They do. The pass up, though, is blocked by Curry. Messier to Lowe. Lowe, the defenseman, dragging it now. Way to Tikkanen. And with some open ice, these Edmonton Oilers can flash as they play defensively. Puck cleared down to the Boston end. 49 seconds left on the Boston power play. 1-0 the Bruins on Jarmo Kekalainen score. Wesley has trouble with Curry. Now gets it to Carpenter. Carpenter is broken up by Tikkanen. And Wesley has trouble with Tikkanen. Ray Bourque with it.
That's just from standing still. The two playmakers. First, there's Janney was still as well, trying to hit moving people.
Janney broken up by Curry, who lofts it in. 20 seconds left. Tikkanen and Curry doing a number on the Bruins power play. Janney is hauled down, gets it over the line to Carpenter, though. Carpenter holding in the zone. Tries a shot that's deflected wide in a screen of players. And around the boards, Bourque can't contain it. Not a very good power play by Boston with 1:25 left in the first period. Ray Bourque winding up. The shots are 8 Boston, 4 for the Oilers. Teams have had the same amount of time virtually on power play chances, too. Smith clears it in. Bourque checked by Anderson. Plays it around for Alan Peterson. Peterson up for Neely. Neely away trying to set up Gould. Joyce broken up. Here's McTavish back. A 3-on-3. Anderson with it. McTavish trying to cut right in. Forced wide to the corner. Anderson wraps it around behind the net. Off on the right side. Under a minute left. Steve Smith moves in to keep it in. And Alan Peterson checks McTavish. Gould runs into Proharsky. And around the boards, they keep it in with Simpson in the corner. Anderson now going. As the Bruins dig hard for it. And Lyndon Byers can't move it out. Simpson keeps it in to McTavish behind the net. McTavish puts it in front. And it's Steve Smith cutting, but the net can't get the shot away. Back to Buchberger. His shot goes wide. And it's all Oilers in the zone. And finally, Byers starts it out. Into center ice, a 3-on-2 for Byers. Byers with Gould. Back for Gould. And Byers is checked on the play. Can't get the return pass. Byers fights for it on the boards with Anderson. And you can see that Linden is not in game condition. He needs just a short shift. And struggles to move off now. 6 seconds left in the period. Long shot here by Buchberger. Controlled by Neely. Icing was called on the play, but that's irrelevant as the first period ends. And the only scorer, Jarmo Kekalainen, on a break-in set up by John Carter in the Bruins in front. After one period of play from the Northlands Coliseum, the score, the Bruins won, the Oilers nothing.
Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton on another Friday night. And at the end of the first period, it's Boston 1, Edmonton 0. The Bruins are on their annual early season Western swing. This is number 4 of 6 before they get back to Boston Garden next Thursday night against the Quebec Nordiques. A couple of goaltenders who have done a hockey-type role reversal. Andy Moog for the Bruins, who used to play for the Oilers, and Bill Ranford for the Oilers, who used to play for the Bruins. Ranford was the guy under the most severe pressure in the first period. Chance for the Bruins here by John Carter. And Ranford comes up with a stop that keeps it scoreless for a little while. But the Bruins come up with the first goal of the game on just a heck of a move by Jarmo Kekalainen, who breaks in. He'll get taken down and then knock the puck out of the air past Ranford for the 1-0 Boston lead. And that Kekalainen goal would be the only one of the first period as the Bruins skated off with a 1-0 lead as they work on their second consecutive road win. John Carter had an assist on Kekalainen's goal. Final shots in the first period, 8-4 Boston. Fred Cusick and Derek Sanderson have the second period. Next on your New England Sports Network.
Don Sweeney and Glenn Wesley as their main four, just a bunch of kids out there. Now there's some depth and experience in a Weimer. John Blum is down with the Maine Mariners, could be called up if needed. And of course, the Bruins really have the depth as we look at Bill Ranford now. The situation with Telvin and Galley ready to come back.
Yeah, and when you get those guys back, decisions are going to have to be made. Right now, I'd be very happy with the defense we've got. You say to yourself, everybody's playing well, but don't forget the puck-carrying ability and speed and hitting a Gary Galley. Michael Telvin, tremendous speed. Great right point in your power play. They have an awful lot of offensive tools as well.
Well, what depth does is put the pressure on the players who are playing to say, look, I can't have any lapses. Grant Fuhr is the backup goaltender.
Back after his appendectomy. Grant Fuhr, right, the guy's he's having a bad stretch of it. They spelled his name wrong just to get his luck turned around after the appendectomy and injuries.
That's pretty good. Ken London, our producer director, picking that up there in the warm-up on Grant Fuhr, or however you spell it. The Bruins jam it up at center ice. Boston leads 1-0. We're just underway in the second period. For Boston, Bob Gould is at center. Lyndon Byers on the right, Bob Joyce on the left. Glenn Wesley and Jim Weimer in front of Andy Moe. Mark Lamb out with Jelena and Buckberger. Buckberger getting the closest for Edmonton, hitting the post on one scoring bid in the first period. Bruins forecheck. Moving up is Joyce now, battling Buckberger. Lamb trying to move out. Gould is there. Joyce comes out with it. Gets it back to Weimer. Weimer snaps one off. Tipped by Joyce and went wide. That almost worked for Boston. Screen shot. At the left side, it is Wesley now, giving it to Joyce as the Bruins contain the play in the Oilers zone. It's cleared out. Weimer able to get it. Gets it out of the zone. And Gould trying to break with it with Joyce. Couldn't do it. Bruins covered the Edmonton Oilers well on that shift. Boston outplayed them. And they control it, and Weimer weaves it away in the center ice, away from Curry. Weimer up for Burridge. Burridge, a 3-on-2 here for the moment. And they can't combine with Gould, who's still on there. Back comes Curry. Curry wraps it in. Going for it. Tikkanen, the follow-up by Messier. And the shot blocked, and the Bruins break it out. In the center ice on the right wing side, Doris. Gould back for Doris. He was open, couldn't put it in. Couldn't put it on net. And a drive by Don Sweeney, who moved up. And it's wide. And Messier starts it back. Checked here by Doris, Bob Sweeney, and by Burridge. Edmonton Oilers trying to come out, and the Bruins forechecking well. Here's Doris picking up the man deep, Jeff Smith. Finally, they work it out to Curry. Curry drives it in. And back quickly for it, Ray Bourque. 1-0 Boston, opening minutes, second period. Bob Sweeney away with Doris. They head for the net. Doris cutting across in front. Still holding, wheeling in the zone, firing. And it hits Sweeney and is cleared away by the Oilers. All the way down to Andy Moe. Backward Peterson, forechecking Simpson, two forecheckers. The Bruins work it out. Carpenter tipped it out, gets it at center ice again. Gets it off on the right for Sweeney. Sweeney broken up on the play. Craig Simpson, first round draft pick out to Pittsburgh, traded over here for Coffey. And back on the right side now comes Steve Smith. Smith pokes it in deep, trying to beat Alan Peterson. Two big men battle all the way around the boards. They're still going for it. Craig McTavish gets it away. McTavish trying to set it up in front with Simpson broken up and tied up behind the net. McTavish, no, it is
Simpson. What had happened? Hoggood and Simpson. Simpson wanted to drive to the net, Fred, and it was a situation where Hoggood had him tied up and wanted to squeeze him off. Simpson jammed his head into the post in the back. I think that's what's got him shaken up a little bit.
With the score, Boston 1, Edmonton 0. We'll return in a moment.
Right, Craig Simpson's all right, shaken up a little bit. Tried to cut to the net, tried to go between Hoggood and the post. Right here, he's trying to lean in. Hoggood stays with him and pulls him down. There's his head hits the back beam, going from the crossbar to the back of the net. Here's another look at it. They both go into the net hard. That mash gives when a puck hits it, but when full body weight hits it, it's like really a bit of a wall. Kind of jammed his neck a little bit. It's all right, though.
John Muckler sends out Peter Eriksson on the left and Trevor Sim on the right. Kevin McClelland at center. Kind of a make-up line here by Muckler to see if he can get things going. Eriksson broken up at the Boston defense. Peterson and Hogwood snap it out to Marquardt. Likes to play that right wing side. Clears the red line, pops it in all the way to Ranford. Ranford hanging on. They let him walk all around with that puck. And Marquardt trying to get the play in the corner. Can't do it. And it's worked out to Bukovac. He clears from center ice in the Boston zone. Moved behind the net. Hogwood is hit. Sim keeps it in. Steve Smith fires one wide, looking for a redirection. And it's off the back of the net into the back. Off the backboards into the back of the net. Then a face-off called by Koharski.
Marquardt is hurt. Happened on the play around the boards. But didn't take his man, Smith, along the boards. Right here, Marquardt runs into Buchberger, I believe. Right here, Buchberger. Now, see, he gets caught. Now, whether he pulled something, we're going to have to see. Maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. I think that's what it is. Nevin goes in with reckless abandon. Does not protect his body. I mean, he does not think protection. He's so intense. Am I right? He's looking at his smile. Wow. Now, he did it the other night in L.A. And a great check. Nearly killed himself. It's just...
Kekalainen starts it away in the center ice, looking for a return pass from Byers. Doesn't work. Batted around at center ice. The Bruins, though, foiling the Oilers, trying to get an attack going here. Puck cleared in, back for Don Sweeney. After him, Jelena knocks it away from him. McClellan able to keep it in. John Carter trying to move it up the boards. McClellan pokes it in deep and taking over Ray Bourque. Bourque almost broken up in front. Can't wrap it out. Fed back in. And behind the net, Bourque eludes Jelena. Clears it up on the right side. It's kept in by Kevin Lowe. Broken up by Byers. Covered by Kekalainen. Kekalainen wrapped up hard by Lamb. And they call an offside pass on that one from Kekalainen to Byers. 1-0 the Bruins, 15:58 left in period number 2. And there is Jarmo Kekalainen, Finnish player out of Clarkson. 1-0 Bruins, back in a moment.
Bruins great touch. Ted Sater up in the box, watching the game. Tommy Johnson as well. And 10. Gordy Clark behind the bench with the headphones. Instant communication on who's going well, who's not. Offensive opportunities.
And it is the Janney line out there with Carpenter on the left and Neely on the right. And Weimer has trouble moving it out. Now battling to get back in position and wrap it around for Carpenter, the left winger on the line. Carpenter's pass up, but behind the play, Koharski is calling a penalty or penalties. Jim Weimer is headed out for holding. And a power play for the Edmonton Oilers. 15:38 left in the second period, and the Oilers do not have a shot on goal here in the second period. 10 shots for Boston, 4 for Edmonton, 8 for Boston at the end of 1, indicating the fine checking. But this is the third power play for the Edmonton Oilers. 25% on their power plays, and they have too many skills to be allowed too many opportunities on the power play.
You can't be giving them power plays all night. Jim Weimer, a little bit of a slash there. Thought he would get away with it, but Koharski calling early, any stick work at all. That seems to be his.
And it's back to Bukovac. Bukovac to Messier. Over to Steve Smith. Smith keeps it into Curry. He's on the off-wing side. Curry into Tikkanen. Got to watch for Messier hanging out, lurking right near the crease. They move it around. Now Curry. Curry watched by Bourque. Into Tikkanen. He missed it. Messier keeps it. He's checked by Don Sweeney. Curry with it. Curry wheeling around. Power play Edmonton here. Their third of the game. Bukovac and Steve Smith into Curry. The pass deflected and knocked away by Don Sweeney.
Well, the confidence in Mike Milbury is showing in Don Sweeney. Putting him out in a very important kill.
Rookie, well, not a rookie. Played last year, of course, out of Harvard. Second-year man. In for Stefan Kental. Messier broken up by Carter. It's kept in now by Lowe at the left point. Watched by Carpenter. He's on with Carter. And they're keeping it in territorially. Lowe is at the left point now. In deep, behind the net, to the corner to Messier. But they're not really skating. Finally, the pass in front, looking for it. Tikkanen shot blocked. Carter wheels it out. Edmonton stationary, passing it around.
That peripheral passing game.
They need more movement, and it's the Bruins checking well. 40 seconds left on the power play as Edmonton breaks it back. Over the line, Anderson now for Curry. And around the boards, open is Bob Sweeney. Sweeney gets it to Carter into center ice and the Edmonton line. 6 minutes played, second period, 1-0 Boston. Boston killing the power play. Anderson back over the line, lets it go. Deflected by Wesley into the stands. And a face-off called. And 17 seconds left on the Edmonton power play. They have not had a shot on Moog in the second period. 13:55 left.
You got Andy, you got Glenn Wesley was backing up there in a situation where Anderson with great outside speed figured I got him beat, but Glenn Wesley can pump him as well as anybody. Backed up, took his time, he steadied himself, he waited for Anderson, then he took the go to the net option away from him. He had to take the shot, just deflected it in the stands. Nice, solid defensive effort by Wesley.
Craig Simpson on the faceoff with Bob Sweeney. Puck loose, and Don Sweeney able to clear it. As Derek Sanderson said, a lot of confidence by Mike Milbury. Second-year man Don Sweeney up. He's paired with Ray Bourque, killing the penalty, and Burridge breaks it up now, and the puck bounces for him. And Burridge carries over the line. The penalty is up. Burridge going deep, still trying to swing in front. Holding, trying to make the play. Jeff Smith checks him, but it is kept in by Bob Sweeney. Sweeney comes off the corner in front. Shot jammed by Ranford. And Byers can't set up the play. Ray Bourque gambles to keep it in. With help from Byers, they do. Byers sweeps it in wide of Ranford. 13:18 left in the second period. 1-0 Boston as the Bruins carry the play. After killing off the penalty into the Boston zone, Ray Bourque with it. Around the boards, looking for Byers. Byers is out. Looking for Joyce. Can't set up the play. Gets the loose puck, though. Now trying to drift through the defense. Lost his stick and lost the puck. Buckberger at the left wing. Clears it in the Boston zone. Just rolls all the way to Moog. They can't count that a shot. But Lamb in. Jams Alan Peterson. Keeps it in with Buckberger. Buckberger's pass intercepted. Joyce a breakout. Joyce coming with Byers, looking for the trailer on the play. Gould just keyed on. Can't get it. In deep, Smith trying to move it around Steve Smith. And the puck is played out in the center ice. Breaking Jelena. Speed on Hogwood. The shot blocked by Hogwood went wide. He got a piece of it. Jelena, a ton of speed. Hogwood gets the loose puck. Taps it up for Byers. Byers ices it as he wants a line change. And it is Bruins
Byers
one.
Got caught out there for a good 2 minutes.
Bruins leading 1-0 back in a moment. Well, the story of the game, the shot clock. 4 for Edmonton. And 8 minutes played almost here in the second period. 1-0 Boston. Jarmo Kekalainen from John Carter. This draws back, though, for Steve Smith. Wraps it in. Moog keeps it wide. Weimer trying to move it out. Stopped. Kept in by Lowe. Back for it, Weimer. Weimer around the boards, and Bukabaum with it. A shot blocked right in front. And Wesley away, trying to break Janney. Janney is hauled down on the play by Bukabaum. Almost a breakaway up the middle. Wesley to Janney. Around the boards, Wesley keeps it in. Tipped by Carpenter on the net, and Ranford makes the stop.
Great rush there. Nice up lead pass. Getting that puck up and away to Craig Janney. Craig Janney, however, had to stay on side, so he had to curl a little bit at center ice. Didn't have full legs going for him. He tried to draw a penalty, but sorry, Craig. He even took a look at the referee. Sorry, they're not going to call that. Nice try, however. Craig Janney, assistant captain of the Boston Bruins, and a tremendous future for this lad. Nice guy, too.
Messier, Carpenter on the draw to the right of Ranford. 1 for Wesley back at the point. Has to turn, shoot. It's deflected wide. Ranford is out. Wraps it around the boards. 1-0 Boston. Bruins can't contain it. Messier gets it away. Looking for Tikkanen. When he touched him, it is offside. The Bruins lead it 1-0 on a Kekalainen goal. And we'll be back in just a minute. And the Boston line sent out by Mike Milbury. He's got Nevin Marquardt back his right wing with Carter. Keekalinen is at center. Carter playing it back to Ray Bork on defense with Don Sweeney. Now to Keekalinen trying to cut. Oh, he is racked up. No penalty. Yes, there is. Oh, he was really hauled down at center ice, Keekalinen, as he was cutting for the opening, and Boston will have their third power play as Muni goes out.
Craig Muni, he's got Keekalinen. He knows his speed. He's going, I can't let him beat me. Keekalinen dumps it up. There's the trip with the help of the stick. Pitchforked him as well. So there's what speed does for you. You got a flat-footed defenseman. You got the Jets like Keekalinen. He's got to haul you down. And that's just second effort. Redirect the puck, get it ahead of you, get going, stay in motion, pump those legs. And if they don't haul you down, you're going to beat them, Fred. And that's what Muni could not allow to happen with him that deep at center ice.
Keekalinen signed as a free agent out of Clarkson. Power play Boston. Their power play has not been effective, nor has Edmonton. Edmonton with only 4 shots in the game total, all in the first period, none in the second. Hoggood starts it away. Janney works it over the line. Along the line looking for Neely. Neely can't control it moving in front. He was checked on the play. Janney had it for the moment, lost it. McTavish stolen by Bork. Bork trying to cut free, cuts back near the line, slides it to Carpenter. Carpenter a shot, and a high wrist shot. Ranford traps it, ties up the play.
With Carpenter at the blue line like that, that was a heads-up play. You got to get rid of it. Absolutely, really nothing dangerous about the shot, but he's going to get checked right here, so he's figured I better just snap a quick one off. Didn't mean to get it that high, I'll guarantee you, but Bill Ranford says, oh, thank you very much. It's like picking cherries.
Third power play for the Bruins. Edmonton has had 3. 1:29 left on the power play. Muni is out for tripping. McTavish gets the draw against Carpenter. Back for Jeff Smith, rookie defenseman. Clears. Bork is on with Wesley. Janney, Neely, and Carpenter. Boston 12 shots, Edmonton 4. 10:35 left in the period. Bork forced back. Wesley now up for Janney. Janney over the line. Cuts in front. Spilled. Wesley just kept it in for Bork. Bork across. Missed by Janney. Would have had a pretty good bid from 25 feet. And the puck is knocked to center ice and controlled by Yari Curry. Curry plays it back to Jeff Smith, who clears. Down to 50 seconds left on the Boston power play. And we're halfway through the game, and the Oilers do not have a shot in the second period. Wesley over the line. Clears it in for Keekalinen. Keekalinen behind the net, trying to set up Carter. Can't. Tikkanen there. Hit hard. Bork keeps it in at the right point. Now his pass is broken up by Tikkanen as he tried to set up Keekalinen. Bork's pass checked, bounces for Keekalinen. He's over the line. Trying to move on the boards. He's broken up on the play, and it's cleared. Bukoban.
Ray Bork had the right idea. Draw Tikkanen with him so he could lay it back to Keekalinen, but just hit a foot.
Now Hoggood rushes. Penalty is almost up. Keekalinen is over the line, going deep, trying to make his play. Does. All the way back for Nevin Marquardt, whose quick shot is deflected by Anderson into the stands. The Bruins lead the Oilers 1-0. We're at the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton.
Got Carter behind the net with Smith. Neely leaves Bukoban, takes Tikkanen into the boards. Hard check, goes back to the point. Good physical play there.
Both teams 0 for 3 on power plays. 1-0 Boston. Keekalinen, the lone scorer in the first period. The draw is for Peterson. Peterson passes in front, and it's blocked. Byers couldn't reach it. McTavish starts it out with Anderson. Anderson slowed down at the line. That's not an Anderson move. Boy, usually he flies some way, finds an opening somewhere, and he just stopped in front of Hoggood, and it was cleared away. Down at the other end, the Bruins trying to capitalize on it. Can't do it. And the Oilers break it up. Simpson to McTavish. Watched by Hoggood. Shot blocked by Hoggood. McTavish in the corner. Behind the net to Simpson. Simpson checked by Peterson. Wrapped up. And a centering pass for Lowe. Shot. First save. Move. 8:30 left in the second period. The fans cheer. The first shot on Moe by Kevin Lowe. Pretty good setup from McTavish. Muni back at the other end. 8:20 left in the second period, 1-0 Boston. McTavish starting out, broken up at center ice. On a good poke check by Wesley. Bruins can't connect for a pass out. Taking over Jeff Smith, forced back by the forechecking, aggressive. Burridge forces him behind the net. Huddy trying to move it out. Wesley gambles to keep it in, does. To Burridge. Burridge spinning around. Huddy hauls him down. He's going out. Huddy put the arm on him.
Another example of hustling. Keep your legs moving. Referees look. If your legs are moving and pumping, things so much happens.
Boston 1, Edmonton 0. Back in a moment.
Here's Edmonton's first shot of the period. Hoggett almost poked it away. Andy Moe eat those up all day. Right here, Randy Burridge keeps his legs pumping, goes to the net, get hauled in the hip. See that tug on the sweater? That's what skating does. He had his man beat, and he had to go. Huddy said, well, you're not going outside of me, with full control of the puck. Tried to get away with a sneaky pull and got caught.
Power play Boston, the Bruins fourth, 7:54 left in the period. Carpenter is flattened by Messier on the faceoff, and the Edmonton Oilers control it as Tikkanen is out there. And John Muckler is using Curry and Tikkanen and Messier as penalty killers. And, of course, that takes away. There's John Muckler.
I think the trend of the National Hockey League with your penalty killers since the Bobby Orr era, they've really said that you can, because the other team thinks so defensive all the time, so offensive all the time, maybe you could steal one or two. Put your puck handlers out there.
Carpenter on the draw with Messier again. Janney out there with Neely, Bourque, and Wesley. And Carpenter wins it for Wesley. Wesley in the Janney, off to Neely. Carpenter rather to Neely, behind the net for Janney. Janney slides it to Carpenter for Neely, back to Wesley. Wesley misfired. It was a break. Messier fell down. He closes, gives it to Janney. Indeed, Janney behind the net, quick shot, score! Neely! Neely from Janney, a power play goal, and the Bruins lead 2-0.
What a tremendous effort by that. Everyone on that power play contributed to that goal. Bobby Carpenter draws the guy to the side. Bill Ranford thinks Janney's going to make it to Carpenter, standing right there. He gets chopped down, takes his man, goes out the other side, finds Neely. Right here, Wesley fans on the shot. Whoops. Stays with the puck, moves in, thinks shot. Now he sees Janney behind the net. Heads up play. Beats Ranford. Now Ranford looks. He's thinking Carpenter. Wrong side. Sorry, over to Cam Neely. Acrobatic attempt by Ranford, but no good.
2-0 Boston. Neely. And Curry slides it in wide with it in front. Messier just broken up by Carter. Carter works it out to center ice as the Bruins let the Oilers come right back there for a chance. Neely from Wesley and from Janney. Back in the Boston end, all out here by the Edmonton Oilers, but Carter with it. Away to Marquardt. Marquardt hit, and the Bruins break. Kekalainen with Carter open, 2-on-1. And here is Marquardt, call for interference at the line. Marquardt is out for interfering as the offensive interference as the Bruins attack. And the Bruins lead it 2-0. Back in a moment.
David Marquardt's in the penalty box, but he was trying to stay onside. Craig McTavish was trying to shove him offside. That's what he's so hot about. It canceled a great offensive opportunity.
Boston leads 2-0. Edmonton Oilers with only one shot on the second period, and Bourque clears it after the faceoff. Bob Sweeney, Randy Burridge with Glenn Wesley and Ray Bourque. 2-0 Boston. Power play goal by Neely, making it 2-0 here in the second period. With 6:37 left. Up cleared in. Moe blocks it. Going for it, Bourque, and he is checked. Messier keeps it in. Swings in the corner. Has Curry there. Drops it deep for Curry. Now for Erickson, the rookie. He is checked by Bourque. Curry goes for it. Gets it to Messier. Messier can't swing in front. Excellent defensive play by Wesley. Burridge trying to chop it out. Stopped by Bukabaum. Bruins on the boards. Fight for it. Trying to work it out. Can't do it. Play on the boards, and they work it out. Finally, Burridge cleared it. 1:12 left. Edmonton power play. Sweeney forechecking on the play. Steve Smith is on. And Bukabaum. John Muckler stays with the two big defensemen as the point man. Back comes Curry now, picking up Erickson. Curry drills it around the boards. Messier drops it back for Bukabaum. Away to Smith. Touch pass to Curry. Murray holding. Back for Smith. Shot. Deflected wide. Peterson can't clear it. Curry keeps it in. 45 seconds left. Buchabom, a shot blocked in front in a screen. Carter back, trying to get it. They overskated. Now Don Sweeney gets it to Bob Sweeney, and he clears it away as Mike Milbury is able to make a change defensively. 30 seconds left on the Edmonton power play. 5:20 left, second period, 2-0 Boston. Kekalainen and Neely, the scorers in each period. Back comes Anderson over the line. Checked by Wesley. Back for it, Neely. Neely, a backhander, gets it up, gloved down by Janney, who controls it. Janney trying to make a play away to Neely, and he is wrapped up by Simpson. Over the line comes Huddy. Play broken up by Ray Bork. Beautiful defensive play by Bork on the pass by Huddy. And the penalty is up. Janney got racked up by Simpson. Over the line comes Anderson. And the Bruins control it. Neely breaks. Open right wing. Coming up over the line. Holds his shot. Still holds. Now tries to fire in front. It's blocked. Marquardt is out there. He is hauled down, and Craig Simpson breaks, picking up Anderson as a trailer. Poke check by Hogwood forces Simpson deep to the corner. Fought for there. 2-0 Boston. Around the boards, Janney breaking out. Possible 3-on-2 with Hogwood. Over the line, Hogwood going deep on Jeff Smith. Jeff Smith broke him up with a great diving play. The Oilers forced to clear it out, and Boston covers it. Back comes Joyce to wrap it in. 2-0 the Bruins. Bruins 13 shots. The Oilers 5. The Oilers with 1 shot in the second period. And the Oilers break it down. Over the line comes Gelinas. The pass in stopped by Weimer. Weimer forced deep. Back to cover Gould. Can't clear it out. Low to Mark Lamb. Lamb checked by Wesley. Wesley fights for it on the boards. Lyndon Byers. He's checked by Buckberger. Gould can't clear it out. Gelinas keeps it in. Up the boards. Knocked away for Weimer. Weimer in front of the net, controlled it. Used his body and protected the puck. And the Bruins work it out. Weimer away to Lyndon Byers. Byers over the line to Gould. Back for Byers. Tough angle shot. A save by Ranford in deep. Gelinas trying to come out. 3:25 left, second period. 2-0 Boston. Sweeney is on with Bork. 2-on-2. McClellan coming. And the play offside.
Well, the defense of the Bruins are playing very sound defensively. And I think you got Ray Bork who just picked off a play, goes in to get this one. Everybody heads up. Everybody's got a man.
Here comes Sim. Sim is over the line, and a play offside. No penalty on it as Don Sweeney took down his man, Erickson, forcing the offside. 3:08 left.
Here's some defensive efforts right here by Glenn Wesley. Buck back to Neely, dumps it up to Janney. Janney just calms it down, waits for everybody to come to him. But that someone's always in position, and that's what Mike Milbury has his club playing, is sound positional play.
Jarmo Kekalainen. Here's a steal at center ice. Over the line is Peter Duras. Takes it from low. Duras wide shot. Save Ranford. Beautiful wrist shot. Backhander by Burridge. It's blocked in front, and Erickson takes over it. And Duras put a beauty on that time. He has a good shot. Around the boards, Burridge on the puck. In deep, checked by Lowe. They fight for it at the backboards. Lowe, Burridge still. Burridge takes the hit. Penalty coming up on Edmonton as the Bruins continue to outplay them. The shots on net indicated Edmonton 1 shot on net in this period. 2:39 left in the second period.
Right now, you're going to get Lowe for cross-checking, I believe. No, it's going to be McClellan for cross-checking. Well, 24-4. My mistake on the numbers behind the net. Watch Burridge go behind the net. He's being taken out at this point. In comes Peter Duras. There's the cross-check. Facing the boards, getting hit directly from behind. There's a penalty, Kevin. You're not allowed to do that.
Boston already with a power play. And reflecting on that Neely goal, I'd say the play by Wesley. Messier fell down. But 9 times out of 10, the defenseman would shoot on goal. He elected to pass to Janney, who set up the goal.
Excellent play by Glenn Wesley.
Carpenter fighting for it, scraps for it, gets it to Bork on the faceoff. Bruins on the power play. Janney, Carpenter, back in front, knocked away. And the Oilers control. And they break it out. This is Messier. Messier behind the back for Steve Smith. Steve Smith Holds over the line. Now plays it back to center ice to kill off time. Bruins are on a power play, and they have one. They're 1 for 4 on the night. Cam Neely the scorer. In the first period, Jarmo Kekalainen scored, set up by Carter. The Neely goal, Gianni and Wesley assisting. Gianni over the line, holding. Now back to Ray Bourque, and he can't get it. The pass away from him, had a long reach to get it. Ray Bourque starting. Center ice. Carries over the line. Plays it in. Ukabon there, trying to slap it out. Neely intercepts. Neely back off the boards to Hogwood, who came on. Hogwood to Bourque. Bourque watched and intercepted. Tikkanen breaks it out with Curry. And gets it away to Curry, who looked offside for the moment. Back foot Tikkanen trying to cut in, knocked away by Bourque. Bourque gets it up the right side. And Sweeney trying to break. Bob Sweeney checked on the play. 40 seconds on the Boston power play. The Bruins lead 2-0. And the Bruins not able to do too much on this power play. Jim Weimer is out there. Drops it off with Duras behind the back for Bob Sweeney. Going deep on Huddy. Stopping, cutting to Weimer. Weimer wraps it into the far corner. Back for Curry. Last minute of play in the second period. Around the boards, it is swept out. And a race. Hoggood and Tikkanen. Hoggood gets there. Big skating ability by Greg Hoggood. The Bruins work it up. 8 seconds left. And the Bruins break. Duras is over the line. Holding. Slides it back for Weimer. The shot, the save, the rebound. The shot is wide by Hoggood. The penalty is up. 34 seconds left. Bruins want to get a face-off now. They'd like to put the penalty up. McClellan battling. He's out there with Huddy. Around the boards, Curry. Duras fighting for it. 2-0 Boston. Last minute of play. Bruins keep it on the boards. Curry trying to wind up and come out. 15 seconds left in the period. Puck is cleared out. Takes a weird hop for Curry. Curry is over the line. The shot saved by Moe. Listen to the cheer. That is only the second shot of the period by the Oilers. Back in the center ice. Duras pops it in wide. And the period ends. A tremendous defensive effort by the Bruins, and they scored on a power play. And at the end of 2 periods, Boston 2 and Edmonton 0.
The Oilers and the Bruins through 2 periods of play now. The score is Boston 2, Edmonton 0. Bruins held a 1-0 lead at the end of the first period on the goal by Jarmo Kekalainen, assisted by John Carter. They were after their second consecutive road win after having knocked off the Kings in L.A. back on Tuesday night. Second period now, not a lot of offensive action here. As a matter of fact, we show you this rather routine save by Andy Moog only because it was the first shot of the period for the Oilers, and it came 11:30 in. Oilers' Charlie Huddy in the box for a hole at the 12-minute mark. That gives the Bruins their 4th power play chance of the night.
Slides it to Carpenter for Neely. Back to Wesley. Wesley misfired. It was a break. Messier fell down. He closes. Gives it to Gianni. Indeed, Gianni behind the net. Quick shot. Score! Neely! Neely from Gianni. A power play goal. And the Bruins lead 2-0.
Which would be the score at the end of the period. The second Oilers shot came just seconds left. They finished with only 2 for the period. And with the 4 they had in the first, had played 40 minutes of hockey and had a total of just 6 shots on goal. So the Bruins take a 2-goal lead into the locker room and would bring it back with them for the final 20 minutes, which means they should win the hockey game. We will find out. Third period action is coming up next with Fred Cusick and Derek Sanderson on your New England Sports Network.
And always interesting to see who John Muckler would send out as the line that he figured played the best in 2 periods. All right, tough choice. And he sends out Lam Jelena, the rookie. And Buckberger. Jelena is hauled down as he tried to move in. Weimer wheels it around the boards in the Boston end. And Lam is able to keep it in with an interception. Weimer tries the other side with Joyce. Joyce is smacked into by Muni, but the puck rides out. Back for Kevin Lowe, and the Bruins try forechecking at the other end. It is Byers picking up the first man, but Lam starts it away. This could be icing. Weimer and Jelena. And Jelena got there first with a great move. And the Bruins forced to make the play around the boards and not out. Lam kept it in. Jelena, the rookie, has it again. Wheels for a shot off the side of the net. Jelena creating havoc in the Boston end, and finally Moe able to trap it. And pressure there, and Jelena sparks the attack there. He's a 19-year-old rookie out of junior hockey.
Well, John Muckler starts his speed, which isn't, what you want to do. It comes in. Jelena is working right there. Gets body position on Weimer. Wesley couldn't get to it. They stay on the puck pretty good. They hassle the end zone, kicks it around. Byers can't get it out. Lamb right onto him. Come up with 3 rookies on that line to put the skating into play. It seems something could happen. The Edmonton Oilers must make something happen.
Boston leads 2-0 in the third period, opening minute of play. And Bob Sweeney against Craig McTavish to the right of Andy Moe. Anderson out there with Simpson. 2 good scorers. Steve Smith, a shot, a save by Andy Moe. Bork trying to clear it out, and he does. Burridge down the forecheck. Trying to keep that play in the Oilers zone with the forechecking. It's been the style of Boston. Burridge down there, jamming it up on Steve Smith. And Duras trying to help out. The Bruins being very careful with it. Don't want to see a breakout by the Oilers. Duras along the boards, fell down, back up. Trying to poke it free. He's down. Burridge goes for it. Burridge trying to make the play now. Still behind the net in Oiler territory.
Penalty. Trip Randy Burridge. But Don Koharski is calling. Fans a little upset.
So the Bruins get a power play. The Bruins lead it 2-0 back in a moment.
Here in the corner, you've got Bukabon, and they're digging away. Right there, Duras going for the puck, gets tripped. Right there's the trip. Nice call by Koharski. In a melee there. Stick work in front of the net.
And the Bruins have a power play goal. They lead 2-0. Goals by Keefe-Lainen and Neely. Bork battles, keeps it in the corner, Carpenter, Steve Smith, Neely, Bukabon. Now McTavish. And he's able to clear it out. Wesley with it, back to Ray Bork. Opening minutes, third period, 2-0 Boston. Wesley breaks on the Boston power play. Over the line. Drops it into the corner. Back first is Messier. Spilled in front was Janney, went rolling into the net. And Carpenter fights for it behind the net. Trying to get it, and he's going out. Where the officials usually allow things to go in the third period, Koharski is starting off on a different note. He called the tripping, and now he calls holding on Carpenter.
Bobby Carpenter, watch him get tied up here. He goes behind the net, trying to get loose, can't get his stick, so he puts an arm. Right now he doesn't have a penalty, but he just held on too long. Holding, nullified that.
So each team short a man here.
A little too enthusiastic, Bobby, in the penalty box for holding.
Edmonton Oilers with one shot here in the third period. That was by Steve Smith. It was headed for the short side. It was a 55-footer. Moe covered it. Sweeney is Bob Sweeney out on the faceoff with Lisa Tikkanen and Curry. Jeff Smith and Huddy. For Boston, Carter, Bob Sweeney, Alan Peterson, and Greg Hogwood. Breaking is Tikkanen for Curry. Curry drops it right on the stick of Carter. Carter is out with Bob Sweeney 2-on-2. Gives it to Sweeney. Sweeney lets it go wide. Hard low shot. Not too wide of the net. Ricochets to the Boston end. Backward Hogwood right on him. Curry cuts it right up the middle again for the speedster John Carter picking up Bob Gould. Mike Milbury making changes. A shot right on Ranford. And he covers up as Bob Gould unloaded. Set up by John Carter.
Unloaded that one, full body weight, and Bobby Gould just cracked the shot away. You got a little extra room out there when you're playing 4 men aside. Oilers are dangerous. Tikkanen tried to get something started, but Hogwood made a very heads-up play up the middle of Carter and Gould. Sent them away. Here's Tikkanen moving, thinking, slides it over to the left side. Gary Curry tries to get the puck and can't. Bruins very conscientious of their back checking.
Each team short a man in 40 seconds. Oilers will have a power play for 38 seconds. Courage forced to wind up here in the Boston zone. Wesley gets it to Bork. Bork checked. The Bruins are moving back. Wesley swings it around. Marquardt can't get it, but he covers the man who tried to keep it in low, and it drifts all the way back to Muni. Burridge forechecking deep with Marquardt as Lowe starts it away. Hit by Marquardt, but he gets it away to Muni. In the center ice, Anderson trying to move with it. Slowed down at the line. Broken up on a beautiful defensive play by Glenn Wesley. And the Bruins control it. Burridge trying to cut over the line. He is upended on the play by Bukovan. Back comes Messier. He's broken up at the line. And Burridge has it. Great poke check by Alan Peterson on that one. Breaking up Messier. And now it is a power play for the Oilers. They've got 25 seconds left on it. Here comes Messier. 2-0 Boston. Messier over the line. Back for Anderson. The shot. The save by Mogan. He tips it off on the right. A whistle by Koharski. And what is he calling here?
He's calling.
Hopefully not too many men on the ice.
No, I don't believe so.
It is a penalty on Boston. Gianni is going out. It will be a two-man advantage.
Gianni's finding out what it is. At this point, he's a little uncertain.
A Boston penalty, a bench liner. 2 minutes for having too many players on the ice. Time 3 minutes.
You got it, Fred. You hit the number with that one.
And what a moment to have it. Two-man advantage now for 17 seconds for the Oilers.
What it breaks down to is a winning in the face-off. Bobby Carpenter in the penalty box. So, we're going to send out for the draw. You got Peter Duras is good on face-offs. Bob Sweeney's good on face-offs. Duras is going to serve the penalty.
Ray Bourque maybe will take it, although Bob Sweeney is out there now.
Ray Bourque is very good on draws.
Bob Sweeney, Ray Bourque, Alan Peterson, the 3 men in front of Andy Moog. A two-man advantage for 17 seconds for the Edmonton Oilers, who have been held in check throughout the game by the Boston Bruins. Only 8 shots to this point. We're in the third period and almost 4 minutes played. But out there now, Simpson, Messier, Curry, two-man advantage. Steve Smith waiting for the face-off, an important one with Sweeney. Messier talking things over now with his
Messier
line
is liable to let Sweeney win this and go into the corner with it.
No, it's back to Curry. Curry to Steve Smith. Smith holding. Smith moves it across. Messier getting it back, and he missed. Steve Smith, and the puck goes all the way down to the other end. Back for it, Steve Smith. 4, 3, 2, 1. Carpenter is out, but here comes Steve Smith. Power play, and he can't send the puck in on Simpson. Hit him in the skates. Checking Bob Sweeney. The Bruins short 1 man now. 1:34 left on the penalty. Being served by Peter Duras. Too many men on the ice for Boston. Power play Edmonton. They trail. And a poke check by Alan Peterson breaks up Simpson. Steve Smith trying to make it go on the right wing side to Anderson. Watched by Alan Peterson. Forced deep behind the net. Puck got it around there with it. Messier. Messier trying to make the play. Back to the point to Bukovan. A shot blocked. Beautiful block by Bob Carpenter. Blocked the shot and cleared the puck. A minute left on the Edmonton power play. 2-0 Boston. Nearing the 5-minute mark of the third period. Curry comes away. Boston goals, Keepalainen and Neely. Curry can't move in. Now to Simpson. Back, it's broken up by Glenn Wesley. Beautiful defensive play. He controls it. He takes time. He moves back behind the net. Cuts away and fires. Beautiful defensive work by Glenn Wesley. 34 seconds left on the penalty against Boston. 14:45 left, third period. Jeff Smith, a rookie out of junior hockey, to Huddy. Huddy wraps it in. Moe can't block it. Wesley trying to clear it out, and he does. Wesley moved it up the boards, and he got some help along there by Randy Burridge. Down to 10 seconds left. Gianni checking the play at center ice. Away comes Tikkanen. Speedster, shot, deflected wide of Andy Moe. Back is Neely. And a whistle here, and Tikkanen would be involved in that near the net for sure. He's a very chippy player. The Bruins lead it 2-0 over the Oilers at the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton.
2 seconds left. Bob Carpenter on the draw.
Bruins win it. Now it deflects away. Moog is checked by Jelena, who's been a key. The Bruins back at full strength. And Gianni starts it away. Gianni gets it off to Carpenter. He's checked on the play. It floats back to Alan Peterson in the Boston zone. Jelena right end. He's been the top forward for Edmonton. Puck driven in, Neely for Carpenter. Doesn't work. Huddy gets it. Around for Curry. Curry starting out. Pass center ice, broken up by Janney. Janney back over the line, cutting, shooting. Save, Renfred. Rebound, Carpenter, and he missed the net. Janney a good bid. And Carpenter had an excellent rebound chance. Back comes Jelena. Jelena over the Boston line. Broken up, and the puck knocked outside the line as Jim Weimer checked that one. Bruins checking the Oilers. This is a long one on Moe from center ice at an injured player down
Cam Neely
on the ice.
Greg Muni just ducked under this check. Cam Neely injured, and he could be hurt.
Cam Neely down in front of the penalty box. Jim Narrigan over to look at him.
Greg Muni just saw him coming, and just at the last second it dropped down below.
Cam Neely, who scored the second goal of the game, set up by Janney and Wesley. It was his 6th goal of the season, his 5th power play goal. That made it 2-0 for Boston in the second period. Boston has outshot the Oilers to this point, 18-9. But Cam Neely, an integral part of the team, back up now, shaken up obviously. Bruins lead it 2-0, back in a moment.
Cam Neely on the bench appears to be okay. Heavily fell into the boards. Lined Muni up. Muni bailed out.
Boston line has Gould at center with the face-off to the Oilers. Kevin Lowe clears it in. Lowe blocks it behind the net. Wesley trying to come free. Now drops it off on the left, and Bob Joyce skates it out. Joyce checked along the line, kicks it ahead as Mark Lamb tied him up. In deep goes Gould. Gould battling in with Lowe in the corner. Marquardt in to join him. A couple of players go down. Lamb gets it. Lamb can't come out. Marquardt right on top of him. Gould with it, trying to play it back to the point. Marquardt pins it in the corner. Now Muni trying to start the play. 2-0 Boston, third period. Muni turns the net. Hounded all the way by Gould. Able to get it away on the right side to Buckberger. Buckberger to Erickson. Erickson a shot deflected wide. Rebound Lowe. Lowe puts it on net. Picked off by Moog. Big stop, Andy Moog on Kevin Lowe.
Oilers trying to turn it on, trying to get organized. Right here, Wesley's got his man, but he makes a nice play to Erickson, who elects to shoot it. It gets deflected wide into the corner. Nobody there, but Lamb snaps off a quick shot. Andy Moog right there. Weaver had his man in the crease.
Face off now to the right of Andy Moog. 12:42 left in the third period. The shots 18 Boston, 10 for the Oilers. The Oilers held 2 shots on net in the second period by the Bruins. Craig McTavish is out. Has Craig Simpson and Glenn Anderson on the wings. On the face-off, Boston out with it. The clear up by Duras, the forechecking of Burridge. He's been relentless all night. Duras can't quite contain it. And McTavish gets it out, broken up at center ice. Peter Duras starting back. Wrapped up by Steve Smith. Big guy, 6'4" defenseman. McTavish clears it in wide of Andy Moog. Moog trying to make the clear himself, does. Bukabaum with it. Snaps it back in the Boston end. Ray Bourque is on it. 2-0 the Bruins. Bourque to Sweeney in front of the net. Looked dangerous. Don Sweeney works it out for Peter Duras, who knocks it down. He's over the line. Behind the back for it. Bob Sweeney holds, moves it deep. Held a shot of Steve Smith, went down. But McTavish breaks him up. Steve Smith fires it out. Glenn Anderson going on Don Sweeney. Test for second-year man Sweeney. They go deep. Anderson forced around behind the net. Good playing by Don Sweeney. Forced him wide all the way. Jeff Smith trying to keep it in. He's broken up, and Duras is out. Duras headbands it to Bob Sweeney. Sweeney over the line, drop pass, doesn't work for the Bruins. The Oilers come back. Messier up to Anderson, broken up by Alan Peterson, and a quick clear out. 11:33 left, third period. Issa Takinen going himself. His shot is wide. A quick wrist shot from 35 feet around the boards. Bruins trying to clear it. Jeff Smith broken up at the line. The puck knocked out. Now Curry touching it, and the play called offside against the Oilers. 11:20 left here in the third period. Boston 2, the Oilers nothing. We'll be back at the Northlands Coliseum in a moment.
Glenn Anderson, one of the fastest skaters in the league. Don Sweeney just as quick. Sticks the butt end of the stick out, gets him around the waist. Now he gets upset with an elbow, cuffs him. Now watch Don Sweeney. There you go. Don't give that to me.
Bruins get the draw. Hoggood works it out. the center ice, and he flips it in wide of Ranford. Huddy now to Curry. Doesn't work. Marquardt, a shot. Weak. Blocked. Rebound. Carter. Carter dropped it, though, right to the back checking of Esa Tikkanen. And Carter has to be wary of that. Bruins don't want to give those drop passes. But they're in good position here. Forechecking. And Huddy almost broken up by Carter. Tikkanen gets it out to center ice with Messier. Messier is fouled up by the Bruins back checking. Bobby Gould there. That's in the Boston zone. Controlled, and Hoggood snaps it out. Cleared down all the way wide of Ranford. 10:38 left, third period, 2-0 Boston. This is Messier trying to move over the line. Can't do it. Tikkanen trying to move in. Off for Messier. Messier at the line. Checked. Gets the puck again. Checked again. Kept in by Muni. Muni moving deep. Watched by Kekalainen. Puck out in front. With it, Curry. Curry broken up. Outside the line. Should be a whistle for an offside. What are they waiting for?
I don't know why he would delay that, but I think he thought the Bruins were going to get full possession, and they're trying to speed the game up by calling as many delayed offsides as they can.
Well, talk about deep in the zone. It was right at the backboards, and Moog, the goaltender, had it. Not much of a chance
Well,
of
Andy
getting it
looked up, saw his arm up, so he knew what he was going to call, so he just didn't bother firing it around the boards and out.
Almost halfway through the third period. Shots are 18 Boston, 10 for Edmonton. Bruins get the face-off. Jim Weimer with it. Weimer's clear-up is going to be icing. Muni back for it, and a face-off called in the Boston zone now. 10:04 left here.
We got some friends here. John Busick there in the white sweater. Tyler and Trevor Maylock drove 10 hours to get here. 400 miles. See the first NHL game?
Can't quite see him there.
Well,
He's got the cap on.
with the cap on. Got to be happy. It's his first game he's ever seen. A long way to drive to see a hockey game. And I'm telling you, it's tundra. It's all you've got is 400 miles of highway and open land around here.
And
not exactly a bucolic vista when you leave the city. But
this is Mark Lamb. He had his chance with Detroit. Didn't make it. Played in Adirondack. And the Oilers like him, like his speed. He's on the faceoff with Jelena, who's been maybe the best forward for Edmonton in the game. The draw, the Bruins are winning the faceoffs, and Bork clears it out. He snaps it back in. Both trying to trap it, can't. Bork around the boards, battling for it. Marquardt there. And it's back in deep. Don Sweeney around looking for Carpenter. Can't get it. Muni keeps it in to Erickson. Erickson hit by Don Sweeney. Puck to Bork. Bork trying to clear it out. Has trouble. Kept in for Jelena. Jelena cut, shoots, deflected wide. He's only 20 feet away, and a rebound out for Boston. Good break here. Ray Bork weaving, though, to center ice. Wants to make the careful play with the 2-goal lead. And Bruins are changing up also. He wanted that setup. And Boston, Mike Milbury sending out Duras at right wing. Neely hurt on that attempted check on Muni, and over the line comes Anderson. Anderson in deep on Alan Peterson. What for behind the net. Bounces away, and the Bruins control it. Janney, a good shift by Messier. Gets it away to the open man, Hoggood. Hoggood drops it in. 9 minutes left, third period. Steve Smith with the forechecking of Duras. Gets it to Craig Simpson. Now it's up to Craig McTavish into center ice. He backhands it in. Anderson going for it. Checked by Burridge, though. Held off there. And the Bruins around the boards work it up to Duras and out of the zone by Hoggood. Bounces ahead, and with it, Duras. Duras cutting, moving, shooting. And a save, Ranford. Beautiful move by Peter Duras. He puts that puck on net in the corner. Burridge fights for it with Bukabon, giving away a lot of weight and size, and jams it up and gets a face-off. And Duras, excellent shot there after a good move. Bruins lead it 2-0 back in a moment. Face-off coming up to the right of Bill Ranford. Bob Sweeney out there with Peter Duras double shifting, and Randy Burridge. Duras was out there on the Janney line, too, in the corner. It is Bob Sweeney with it. Takes the hit. Wants to be very careful with it here. Gets it in deeper to Burridge. Burridge checked on the play. Steve Smith winding up. Round for Craig Simpson. Simpson wraps it out. And it's up to Steve Smith. Smith a lead for McTavish. Oh, he was hit hard on the play by Sweeney, Bob Sweeney. Around the boards, fought for. Steve Smith keeps it in. Pass in front, bounces away. Bruins trying to clear it out. And up the right side, Duras does. He carries it and drops it in. And Mike Milbury making quick line changes. Now he has the Bobby Gould line out there. In the center ice, Lyndon Byers at right wing trying to check the play. Messier wraps it in, fights for it. The Bruins clear it around the boards and carry it out. Gould, good pass on the left to Joyce. Picking up speed over the line, wraps a long one. It's wide of Ranford. The long rebound all the way to center ice to the Boston line to Ray Bourque. Now to Byers. Byers in the center ice trying to set a play with Joyce. Joyce shot again, blocked. Byers controls it. 7:20 left, third period. 2-0 Boston. 10 shots total for Edmonton. Only 2 in the second period. In deep, Byers with it in front. Joyce trying to set and get the shot away. Couldn't do it as Byers set him up. And the Oilers break it out. Messier, right wing side. Coming on Alan Peterson. Cuts across in front. With the speed, the shot. And it is blocked by Ray Bourque. Bourque dove in front of Andy Moog and blocked the shot of Messier.
What you have here is a very difficult setup. Once Messier cuts dead across the blue line, Peterson can't take him. He's going over in front of Bourque. Bourque had his man, went down and blocked the shot. Andy Moog says, well, thank you, Ray. Barry Curry right there.
Boston leads 2-0. The goals by Jarmo Kekalainen and Cam Neely. Neely, since being injured, has not come back.
He's not on the bench. Boston would surely be hard-pressed. They miss Neely.
Mark Lamb on the face-off. He has Jelena and Erickson. Kevin Lowe there too. 7:01 left. Third period, 2-0 Boston. 19 shots to 10, the Bruins. The draw won by the Bruins. I don't think they've lost a face-off. Certainly not in the third period. And they're able to clear it out. Carpenter is on with Nevin Marquardt at right wing for Neely. No report on just what the injury was by Neely. Muni, a clear, could be icing. It is. Wesley back quickly. The Bruins forechecking well, defending well. Very quick to hop on that puck.
They're all together. They're not separated. The forwards are not that far replaced. Mike Milbury doing a great job behind that bench. Got them playing very positional, very zones, very conscientious, always someone protecting the line. So that one forward, two go in, work hard, work deep. And, all right, they curl, they button back on each other real well. And then next thing, the defense gets back quickly. And they turn, they have options. The forwards are hustling back, giving them that outlet pass. Edmonton hard pressed.
Carpenter on the draw with McTavish. 6:41 left, third period, 2-0 Boston. The draw to Lowe, and Lowe is greeted by Nevin Marquardt right on him. So they didn't win it. And Carpenter has it behind the net, trying to put it in front. Dowson moving for it, Weimer, and he doesn't get it. And the Oilers break it out. Glenn Anderson. Pass stopped at the line beautifully by Glenn Wesley. What a game he has played on defense. And he bounces one up to Marquardt. Marquardt gets it to Janney, and Janney whips it in wide. And Mike Milbury making those quick line changes, particularly with Neely out of there. And Bob Sweeney's line is out. Anderson wraps it over the line. Bourque breaks it up and clears it away. Wrapped in by Erickson. Back for it, Ray Bourque. The Oilers have to change up, and the Bruins in control with 6 minutes left. They clear it out. Muni wraps it back in. Bourque playing deep, has it. Bounces up the boards to Peter Duras. Peter Duras, been a real surprise out of the University of New Hampshire. Played in the Winnipeg organization, recommended by Rick Bowness. And he knows how to play the game. And he can shoot. He's put it on net. Bruins trying to clear it out. Can't do it. Steve Smith keeps it in off of Bukabaum. And Bukabaum goes wide. Holds it. Swings around in the Boston zone. Big 6'4" defenseman. Gets it back to the right point to Curry. Curry into Messier. Messier back. Intercepted by John Carter. What a defensive play he made there. John Carter intercepting. And the Bruins are able to clear it out. Defense the key. And with the score, Boston 2 and Edmonton 0. We'll return to the Northlands Coliseum in a moment.
Cam Neely's back in the Boston bench. That's a good sign. Shaken up somewhat. A heavy fall into the boards.
Bruins get the draw again, and Burridge is out with it up the right wing side. Coming on Steve Smith. Wants to make the careful play in the zone. Fires it in wide of Ranford. Behind the net, Gould with it. Gould in front. And Joyce shot blocked. Back around the boards. Gould fights for it again in the corner. And Burridge falls down and trying to trap it. But Messier gets it free on the left wing side with Tikkanen. Tikkanen to the trailer. Curry. Curry broken up. A superb defensive play by Bob Gould. And Joyce is back over the line for Gould. Gould in deep. Wheeling around, puts it in front. It is blocked. Gould keeps it in. A penalty on Edmonton coming up. 4:36 left. And Bobby Gould, great defensive play and a great rush. And finally a penalty here.
What a tremendous acquisition that Bob Gould has been. He does so many good things well. Bukabaum frustrated, tormented. He's just slashing out there. A lot of the Oilers are getting very chippy. Bruins are keeping their temper, taking it a little bit. Turned around. The penalty's already been called at this juncture. Bob Gould, an excellent shift. John Carter, a tremendous defensive play. He's made 3 or 4. The guys are really playing very sound defensively.
Well, the shots stand at 19 Boston, 10 for the Edmonton Oilers. They have outskated them. Talked about Mike Milbury and his coaching. The key, of course, as we look at Andy Moog, intensity. The Bruins have had it right here with 4:36 left. They've had it all the way. They're on a power play now. Want to be very careful on it. They don't need the goal. Kill off the time, and Craig Janney realizes that. Be very, very careful. Don't allow any breakout. He slides it through for Carpenter. Carpenter broken up behind the net. Janney fights to keep it in with Jeff Smith still battling for it. Carpenter gets it free, puts it in front, but it's right on the stick of Anderson. That's what they don't want to allow. And a 3-man rush here by Edmonton. Everybody up. Craig McTavish, but Anderson handled smartly by Wesley. Can't say enough about the Bruins defense. And now Bork seizes the moment and comes with a 4-on-3 over the line, pulls it. Now into Janney. Janney near the net. Back for Carpenter. Carpenter, a shot, scores! Bobby Carpenter, a power play goal set up by Janney with 3:55 left, and the Bruins lead 3-0.
What happened there? Great play by Ray Bork. Left it up the ice. Then you've got it pass to Craig Janney. Janney looking around, gives it to Carpenter. Watch well Bobby Carpenter when he gets the puck. He wants Neely. Right now he's thinking pass it to Neely. No, nothing. Ranford doesn't close his legs. Big, big goal. But there's to watch Bobby Carpenter. He was thinking pass it to Neely. He had him all alone. No, he's not going to get that. And Ranford just kind of miscued his legs a little bit. Never got them closed.
2 power play goals by the Bruins. Ray Bork set that up. With the rush out, he really trapped one Oiler and maybe 2. Back now comes Duras. Duras over the line. 3-0 lead. Duras in deep. Wheeling in the zone. Trying to put it in front. He's checked on the play by Lowe. And plays it behind the net. Peter Duras.
Played very well.
Going to be hard to send him down to the Maine Mariners.
I don't think you can.
Back for it, Ray Bork. 3:29 left in the game. Bruins lead it with 20 shots to 10 and 3-0. 2 power play goals. That one Bork and Janney assisting as Bob Carpenter got it. 3:15 left here in period number 3. Tikkanen trying to come out now. Off for Curry. Curry trying to go deep. Broken up by
Glenn Wesley.
Glenn Wesley. How many times have we said that tonight?
A lot. He has done a tremendous job. He'd have to get my first off.
He's from Red Deer, Alberta. Here's Gould battling in deep, knocks down Smith, takes the hit, digs for it again in the corner. Bobby Gould gets it to Marquardt. Marquardt wanting to make the careful play, taking his time. In deep, it's lost, and Muni starts it out. But an errant pass all the way into the Boston end. They wave off the icing. Back where it goes Wesley. Lamb is after him. Oh, Lamb smashes into him. Goes down, though. Wesley takes him down, and the Bruins control it. It's out to Janney, who has 2 assists. On with Carpenter, who has a goal. Neely, the other one. Jarmo Kekalainen. 2:20 left. Period number 3. The shots are 20-10 for Boston. And probably this Oiler team, not since their very start, have been held to 10 shots on net this late in the game. Bork, solid on defense. Works it to center ice. Don Sweeney clears it away. Bukabaum trying to wrap it back. Gets it to McTavish. McTavish looking for skating room. It's stolen by Janney. Janney, a breakout. Now just elects to clear it in, makes the quick change, and Mike Milbury sends out another group. 1:48 left, 3-0 Boston. All the way comes Erickson, and the play offside. Jelena in too quickly.
Randy Burridge hustled back, picked up his winger. That allowed Wesley and Peterson to move over. But then the puck carrier got so much attention that Jelena put himself offside because he had to delay at the blue line. And that timing gets interrupted so much when you're working hard like that. When you're playing your positions and taking your man, so much can happen. That defense can really control those three forwards with no problem if they've got help. And they just know how to back up, when to give the blue line away, when not to. Everything just seems to work. Bruins have played a flawless defensive game thus far.
Haven't lost a faceoff. They win this one again. Have not lost one in the third period, of that I'm sure. And Mark Burridge trying to move it out over the line. And he's knocked down. Back up, he hustles after it. McTavish, he's broken up at center ice by Bourque. That's because the forwards are hustling. Back and forth. Here's one that rolls in on Andy Moe. Kind of a cheer from the fans as the Bruins try to clear it out. A hand pass on that one to Simpson from Anderson, and a face-off call outside the Boston line. 1:18 left, third period. The Bruins held Edmonton to 2 shots in net in the second period. Boston has scored in each period. They have 2 power play goals. Jarmo Kekalainen in the first period from John Carter. It was Cam Neely scoring his 5th playoff goal, his 6th of the season, set up by Craig Janney and Glenn Wesley. Then Ray Bourque and Craig Janney set up Bob Carpenter a power play goal. 1:15 left. Puck ricochets in the Boston zone. Jeff Smith keeps it in. A shot saved by Moog as it took a tricky pop. And John Carter clears it out. Huddy robs it back. It is stopped, knocked down, and controlled by Peter Duras. On that feed from Don Sweeney. Here's one by Bob Sweeney, and the shot went wide. Great scoring bid. Less than a minute left in the game. 3-0 Boston. And Ray Bourque able to clear it out with help from John Carter. Kevin Lowe with it. And Mike Milbury still making those quick changes. Alan Peterson and Glenn Wesley are out there. Burridge breaks it up at center ice. Trying to break free. Hauled down by Kevin Lowe. 34 seconds left. Lowe to Curry. Broken up by Glenn Wesley. Away to Burridge. Burridge trying to clear it in. Does. Back for it, Kevin Lowe. 25 seconds left in the game. Oilers up to 11 shots. We've got 5 in this period. Tikkanen over the line for Curry. Curry in deep. Holding. Back for Kevin Lowe. Broken up on the play. And Carpenter breaks it out. 10 seconds left. Long shot. Saved by Ranford. 6 seconds left in the game. 3 seconds left. And that's it. And the Bruins salute Andy Moog. He looked at 11 shots. Had a couple of sharp ones. But 11 shots total by the Edmonton Oilers must be their all-time low.
I was just going to reiterate that, Fred. There's got to be. I have never, ever heard it talked or rumored around the league that the Edmonton Oilers were held to 11 shots.
And a big victory for the Boston Bruins, their 2nd in a row, as the final score from the Northlands Coliseum. Bruins 3, Oilers nothing.
Final in Edmonton for the Bruins and Oilers, it was 3-0 Boston. Second Friday night up there in the last 2 weeks for the Bees. A 2-0 lead for the Bruins, 20 minutes to play. 90% of the time, maybe more than that, clubs that take 2-goal leads into the third period come out winners. So, early in the third period now, the Bruins 2 men down for a matter of 17 seconds, and then a minute 43 of an Edmonton power play, and they survive it. Some moments of concern when Cam Neely went down along the boards, did not play the rest of the night. Andy Moog carrying the shutout deeper into the night. The Bruins bench was loving it. If it was going to be a shutout, Ray Bourque's going to have to get a little credit. Sacrifices the body to make a save here in front of Moog to keep what could be the Bruins' 2nd shutout of the season alive. And then comes another power play chance for the Bruins as they put this one away.
And now Bourque seizes the moment and comes with a 4-on-3 over the line, pulls it. Now into Janney. Janney near the net. Back for Carpenter. Carpenter, a shot. Scores! Bobby Carpenter, a power play goal set up by Janney with 3:55 left, and the Bruins lead 3-0.
Carpenter's 2nd goal in the last 2 games. And for Andy Moog, his first shutout of the season, the second for the Bruins, a 3-0 win over the Oilers at Edmonton. Now the Bruins play again on Saturday night in Calgary against the defending Stanley Cup champion Flames. But this one tonight, holding the Oilers to just 11 shots on goal, is absolutely amazing. We have been informed that is a record low shots on goal for Edmonton. NESN's next live telecast of Boston Bruins hockey will be next Thursday night, October the 26th from Boston Garden, as the Bees come home from the road trip and face the Quebec Nordiques. 7:30 for the call of the action with Fred Cusick, Derek Sanderson, and Dave Shea. That's right after Bruins Digest, live at 7 on NESN, your New England sports network. Final again in Edmonton tonight, Bruins 3, Oilers 0.